back, everybody, to the What Can Jesus Do podcast. Today we're doing things a little bit different. Getting a haircut by my partner, my right hand man, my cousin. He's a barber. He's gonna tell us about being a barber and becoming a barber. You know, the road that he's traveling in life. Well, it's fine. I'm gonna let him introduce himself so I don't mess it up.
What's up, y'all, man? This your boy Ambitious Phase, man. Ambitious Phase, man.
Ambitious Phase, that's alright.
Yes, sir. And chop my boy up.
Yeah, as y'all can see, I let it get thick just for this, with my beard especially. I let it get thick just for this moment.
What you gonna do to it, man?
So basically, I just wanna fade. Attempt fade all the way around. Mm-hmm. Then my beard, you can just line it. You just line it up.
Keep it like the width of the head, like that?
Yeah. Okay. Just line that joke up. It's kind of cool, so you gotta stay warm. But yeah, how you like, so far, how you like being a barber?
Well, I like it, man. It's honestly one of the things I've been wanting to do like my whole life, but never, took the initiative to go for it. Like, I know growing up, I can tell I always been good with my hands, cause like I used to be at the house and I could just get a tennis shoe and just sit on the floor, and I just sit there and sketch that whole like shoe on a sketch piece of paper, So like I just feel like I always been, good with my hands and stuff, and like also like back in 2016, I had made a post about saying I had been watching tutorials and all that kind of stuff for haircuts, and my sister was like, "Hey man, go for it, man. I'm praying for you. Just take a chance for it, whatever." And I just feel like if I would have, took the initiative back in 16, ain't no telling where I'd be with it, right now. But
yeah,
I feel like it's a time for everything. God put a timing on everything. Sometimes we might think it's, our time, but God said, hey, it's my time. I'm gonna put you there when I want you there. You feel me? So
yeah.
That's how I feel about that, man. I'm enjoying it, man.
That's good to hear. Yeah, sometimes you have to wait. God's time is better than our time, because sometimes you want things to happen immediately, right? Yeah. But if you don't put in that grind, that work, you won't learn. Putting in that grind and that work will help you learn, for the future problems that come later on in life. So, yeah, if you had on your time, just think about how much stuff you would have skipped.
Yeah.
Or that wouldn't have happened or would have went wrong. So, yeah, you have to do it on God's time. That's what it's all about. So, how was school training to be a barber?
School was not what I anticipated to be. In school, you going to barber school, you think you just gonna cut hair. But when I went to Rivertown in Columbus, Georgia, Rivertown School of Beauty, and when we got there, we got in class and we seen all these mannequins. I was like, man, what else can do with a mannequin? So like at that barber school, you're being a master barber, so it's teaching you all the aspects of hair, not just men hair, not just short hair, but like female hair, long hair, all that. So that really put a lot of stuff in perspective. Like barbering has so many different, levels to it. Like in school, they taught us like facials, facials, relaxers, coloring, flat irons, like roller sets. Like he taught us all that, man. So I feel like going to barber school, it really enhanced my skills, and it let me know that I can do more with this profession than just cutting hair. Cause it puts you in different avenues to make money, not only to just cut hair. So I feel like that was a blessing within itself, cause it taught me that I can do more than what I maybe thought I could do.
Yeah.
So I'm very appreciative of that.
That's
and
good.
I'll never forget my instructor, man, Mr. Dexter Rainer. That man there, man. He taught us a lot of stuff, man. Taught us about life, taught us about church, about God, you know. So it was. I really enjoyed my 15 months there, man. I really did.
That what's up.
It was great, man. Great experience.
Yeah, to the youth and well, to everybody else too. You know that shows too. Don't be afraid to go try something new. You know, especially going to school. They give you find a good place to go to school. Every place ain't good, but find you a good place to go to school where they teach you.
Yeah.
Teach you the ins and outs. You know, so you understand exactly what you're doing.
Yeah. And then also like, you know, when like for the young people, you know, when you got something you want to achieve, like in life, you gonna have to make sacrifices, man. Cause I know for me, I made a lot of sacrifices going to school, man. Cause I would work full time, get off work at 2:30, and I would leave Auburn about 4 o'clock Auburn time, cause I had to be at school at 6 o'clock Georgia time. So I left Auburn at 4 o'clock, and I would be there until 11 o'clock Georgia time every night, every day, Monday through Friday, 15 months. I had to get it, man. Like whenever it's something you really want in life, it ain't no limit to, you know, what it is you can do and what you will do. If you want it, you'll do it.
Yeah.
No matter what it takes, man. So, you know, I'm grateful for that, man.
Yeah.
Very grateful.
It's all about how bad you want it.
Exactly.
You want it bad enough, you'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out.
You'll definitely figure it out.
You'll figure it out.
But yeah, that's good. Yeah, congratulations. Well, I already told you, but I'm saying on camera. Congratulations to your baby boy.
Oh yeah, man.
So, yeah, sooner or later you gonna be cutting this out too.
Yeah. And I'm gonna have them clippers in their hand too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teach them a trade. That's how it's supposed to be. You're actually supposed to be, you know, teaching each other and your kids or people that's around you. Teach them a trade. Teach them skills. So you know, you might have to work for somebody, but it won't be a regular job. Put
that's
it like that.
That's one thing, you know, somebody can never take from you.
Yeah, they can't take it from you.
Man, if you good with your hands, you're pretty much always gonna have a job, man. You gonna always have a ways to make money, you know.
Yeah, if you got a skill, they can't take it from you. Yeah, I try to instill that to people around that I know and stuff, man. I tell them, man, go get your welding, go get your CDLs and stuff like that. They keep you always have, you know, no matter what the world is going on, because COVID taught us, you better have something to fall back on. You better know more than one thing. Because when COVID happened, you know, it set people back. Yeah. But yeah, that's good. Maybe one day both of y'all have your own shop. That'll be funny.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So what was one of the hardest things in barber school?
One of the hardest things? Honestly, it wasn't nothing hard about it. It's just the fact of just getting up, going every day, all night, being up 11 hours every day, you know. Cause that's really what was the hard part for me. But like for at school, it wasn't nothing really hard. One task that I thought was kind of hard when I was in school was like some of these little roller sets we had to do.
Yeah.
Roller sets we had to do on women's hair, you know. But you know, other than that, man, it really wasn't that hard, man. Just staying committed, you know. Just staying committed. And staying on top of your game and on what you end up playing to finish. So that's really the only thing that really hard for me. School wasn't hard at all, man.
I like the fact you said staying committed.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't think about that. You know how big of a deal it is to actually stay committed to something and not give up. Even though it's you're gonna have trying situations. It's gonna be stuff that deter you and stuff that might can slow you down, but you know, you determined and you being consistent about it. You know, God will use it. He'll sooner or later he'll open the door for you, make it happen for you.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. So what was your favorite part about barber school?
Believe it or not, it wasn't cutting hair. My favorite thing about school was the coloring. like dyeing the women hair, it was like so easy to me. Like
you
not just
an
to
art
me,
contest.
but like it's so easy, man. Like you sit there, you know, put these women's hairs in different sections. You mix up your color, your developer, put it all together, and you just layer it on the hair. It only take 30, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And just think about it. That one service itself will get you probably $60 to $100 a service.
So when you say service, what you mean by service?
When I say service, for it's like what I'm doing to that client.
Oh, okay.
You know, that goes back to me saying like, at the barber school, it not only taught me how to cut hair, it taught me how to do other things. It gave me other avenues to go to, and I can honestly say that I'm gonna implement coloring in my arsenal for as what I'm doing in my profession. It's gonna be part of one of my services because it's too easy, man. And I enjoyed it because you know it don't take long at all, and by the time I do one service, that's 2-3 haircuts.
Yeah.
Price wise, you know. So.
Oh, so that's almost like less work.
Exactly, less work.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So yeah, that's one thing I really enjoyed about it. And another thing like that I enjoyed about it was like it could be challenging because at school you never know what's coming in the door. So you can be walking up there, don't even know what you're finna get. You just gotta be ready for whatever.
Yeah.
And that's somewhat what goes with, you know, with this profession as well. Like, you have walk-ins, you don't know what you're gonna get. You just gotta be, you know, on top of your game. You gotta be prepared, and you know, gotta make sure you know what you're doing at all times. So that's another thing that I really enjoyed about it, man.
Yeah, that's why it's big. With me, with how to go back to what I know. With me with welding, you know, sometimes you'll get different projects. But the biggest thing is, just like you were saying, you know, you paid attention in school, you did what you're supposed to do. So you took in all that training, so when the time came,
yeah, when
you get something different that you normally don't do, you know how to assess, and you know how to handle it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you don't panic.
Exactly.
You figure it out, do what you gotta do, you know, move on to the next thing, you know. You gotta stay calm about the situation. Staying calm that's sometimes some of this stuff can get.
Yeah, but when you panic, it don't really make the situation worse, man. Cause your mind is everywhere.
Your brain fog.
Yeah. You're like, man, what I gotta do? I gotta do this. I gotta do that. And you stay focused and stay calm. You'll figure it out. You'll get it out. It might take you a little time, but you'll get it. You'll get it.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, you gotta stay consistent, man. That's one thing with this I'm having to work on. Staying consistent is kind of hard, you know, working and stuff like that. But you know, I had to show people, you know, you put the work in, sooner or later it'll pay off.
Yeah, that's for anything, man.
It'll pay off no matter what.
That's for anything. Yeah, it's definitely been a great thing for me, man.
So how I know you say you stand up taking long hours and to get to school and stuff like that. How did your faith contribute to reaching your goal?
Like with faith, man, that scripture I'm pretty sure everybody know, faith without work is dead.
What I said.
So you know, in order for you to put that faith in them, man, you gotta work. You can't just stay stagnant. You know, you gotta keep going. You gotta keep moving. You gotta stay in motion. So like my faith, it's somewhat kind of wavered. You know, being that I was making a few sacrifices, but at the end of the day, I knew who my father was. At the end of the day, you know, I knew who had my back. You know, so with that being said, man, like just stay with it, man. You know, it's gonna get hard, of course, but the thing about it, you gotta stay moving, keep working, keep going. It's gonna get tough, but don't never stop, man.
Yeah, if you don't go through something, it ain't worth it.
It ain't, man.
No, you don't remember you think about it from being a child, you don't remember the stuff that was just easy. You know, you might remember a couple things, but the main stuff you remember is the crap that you went through. You know, you remember. Mm-hmm. You remember the late nights on studying in school, or the early mornings getting up having to go handle business. You remember all of that. You know, that's what makes, if it's something that's later on gonna be worth the journey. You know, you gotta go through something. That's gonna be some crying, some sweating. You know, getting burned in my situation. I done caught on fire before, but.
You done caught on fire?
Yeah, I done caught on fire before. I think that's everybody that wells at some point. You gonna catch on fire. Yeah. You know, you just gotta deal with it. Don't panic, especially if you if you're doing a weld in the process, because you can see stuff going on around you, but you can't panic. Sometimes you gotta. You're just gonna be cooking for a little while. Yeah, just gonna be cooking. You can't start over. At least you don't want to. What's some stuff you would say to like the younger people? You know, if they're thinking about doing this. What if they're, say, it's somebody that's in high school right now? Mm-hmm. What's some stuff they should be, doing to, if they're thinking about being a barber? What's some stuff they should be doing to set themselves up in the future?
Like with me, well, I ain't gonna say with me, but like I think that would be a good thing. That, like, if you want to get started with it, just start watching tutorials, on YouTube. Just start watching them and getting the idea, getting the technical terms down, like what's what, like what type of guards to use, and open, close, level, just little stuff like that, to try to get that stuff in your mind. And then also, like, go sit around at the barber shop. You know somebody that's been cutting for a while. Just I come in here and shadow you for a little minute, just see what you're doing. Just try to keep your environment in the direction that you're trying to go. Keep whatever around you. Make sure that it's like what you want to do. Make sure it's gonna be beneficial to what you want to do in your future. Like for as with clippers, cutting hair, just for with anything. You gotta keep a good supporting cash and all that, But yeah, I would say just look at tutorials, go to the shop, look at stuff. End up on somebody that's been doing it for a while. They're trying to get it all in your mind. First off.
Yeah, I like two big things you said. Basically like getting a mentor. Find somebody you can stand up. Then you said the people that surround you. Making sure you got good people to support you.
Yep.
That too. That first one, getting under somebody. You can't have a huge ego. If you're trying to get somewhere, you're gonna have to get sooner or later. You got to get close to somebody that know what you don't know, or know what you're curious about.
Exactly.
Especially somebody that got years and years of experience. It's in your best interest, to, like you said, get around them. The biggest thing is, I don't want to say it the rude way. Sometimes you got to be quiet, to young people or to anybody in general. But sometimes when you get around people that know that's been doing something longer than you, man, just shut your mouth. Sometimes you got to be quiet,
Yep.
Be quiet and just learn.
Exactly.
The hidden gems that they're gonna give you. Because I guarantee, if you keep cutting them off, you keep trying to put your 2 cents in, they could be getting ready to tell you, hey, I got a shot with a, say a barber. I got a shot with an open spot. Would you want to take the spot?
Mm-hmm.
But by you keep cutting them off, they never made it to that destination to give you advice.
Yeah, you gonna miss it.
Yeah.
You're gonna miss it every time.
And then surrounding yourself with the right people. That's.
Yeah, because I seen, it's probably a Master P. He was watching one of his videos, he was saying, like, if you want to see what direction a person going, look who they got around them.
Yeah.
Because they either you gonna influence them, or they gonna influence you some kind of way, That go back to me saying, like, if you got something that you want to do, make sure what you got around you is going to benefit you to get to where you're going. You know, you can't just have anybody, anything around you. You can't just be doing everything that is in the world, you know.
Yeah.
So, you got to keep everything around you positive. Everything around you is going to make sure it's going to benefit you in the long run, man.
That support system is crucial.
Yeah.
People don't quite understand that because when you're on your journey trying to get somewhere, like with me in the podcast and him being he became a barber and still, you know, and still learning, you need as much encouragement as possible.
Yeah.
You know, you need as much motivation, you know, as possible. You need people in your corner. Just think about, like, say, Muhammad Ali or Mike Tyson, you know, they're in the ring, they getting tired. They got that one or two people, you know, on the side of the ring telling them, hey, Mike, you got this. You know, you dig deep. You know, remember who you are. You know, you need somebody in your corner to encourage you, to bring that inner beast.
Yeah. I know for me, like one of my main support systems was my wife. You know, it would be days where I ain't feel like going, but I was like, man, I ain't going to school, man. I'm tired, man. I worked all day. And she would make me go, man, because she know, like, this is something I really want to do, you know. So you, like I said, you always gotta have somebody in your corner, cause you ain't gonna always be up to it every day.
No, not at all.
You ain't gonna be up to it every day. You gonna have to have that second person, that second foot in your butt, you know, to give you that boost so you can keep it going, man.
Man, that's a fact. You would not every day. Most people may think that, you know, when you're on that journey that every day, you know, you motivated.
Yeah, you with.
Nah, that's a lie. Nah. Like last night, I was supposed to be, you know, doing some stuff with the podcast and stuff. I was like, man, you know what? I'm tired. But you know, this morning I knew, you know, I couldn't stay sitting. You know, I got to get up. But yeah, you gotta have somebody in your corner, and that's big too. You know, to the young man, you know, he spoke on his wife. You know, make sure, you know, you pick somebody that's gonna bring value to you. Yeah. You know,
ain't gonna pull that better thing. Gotta be that best part.
Yeah, not destroy you mentally or spiritually, but she's adding fuel and she's putting, you know, like, you know, in a fire that she's throwing extra pieces of wood inside, you know, to keep his fire lit. You know.
Yep.
You know that's big. You know, to the young folks, make sure you gotta want it to the young men. I can't speak about the well. I can give advice for him, but I'm gonna say to the young man, you know, find you somebody that, you know, that uplifts and encourages you. You know, everything will always be peaches and cream though. Don't think that, you know. But for the most part, it should be, you know, your partner helping you to get to the next journey in life. Get over those hurdles. Boy, it get tiring.
So it get tiring.
Man, boy, it get tiring. Especially when you're doing stuff by yourself.
Yeah.
Like this, can't nobody, you know, you with the barber, you know, as much as, you know, she might be able to motivate you and stuff like that, when you get to the school, you know, she ain't there.
No, she ain't. So it's gonna have to be you.
Yeah, you gotta dig. That's what, you know, I try to tell people, listen to motivational stuff, you know. Find you something on YouTube and play you some motivational, some Eric Thomas, you know, some Inca Johnson, you know, people like that. And just get you somebody in your ear that can that motivates you and encourages you to, you know, to go to the next level. Because, you know, it takes, sometimes it takes a little extra push.
Yeah, so it do, man.
But yeah, that's the key to this, the main concept, I say, to this podcast. You know, trying to let everybody, you know, encourage people. You know, it's every single thing that you possibly could think of. You know, is possible. Mm-hmm. Unless you think of doing something wrong, you know, that ain't. It might be possible too, but I ain't gonna encourage you. But every single thing that's positive that you're thinking of, you got, you know, you talk to God. Talk to God about it. Take your problems to Him and let Him know, yeah, this is what I got. This is what I got on my plate. And I need you to help me. Go ahead.
Yeah, I ain't mean to cut you off, but like with God, you know, sometimes he'll put you in a situation where you won't have no choice but to go to him.
Yeah.
You know, because
he'll make you submit.
Yeah, sometimes he have to remind us that like I am God. You need me more than I need you. You know, so sometimes he'll definitely put you in this situation where you ain't gonna call nobody but him, man. And like my boy said, like with his business, like what can he do? It ain't nothing he can't do. You know what I'm saying? So like everything you do, man, keep God at your forefront. You know, yeah, I promise you, boy, you'll have a smooth sailing life. But
Man,
not saying it ain't gonna be hard, but when it do get hard, you'll come out of it on top.
You can see that light at the end of the tunnel.
Every time.
Even when it's still dark, you can see that light.
Every time, bro.
Yeah, it's all, man. That's what I try to tell people, man. It's all. People don't believe the power of God, but when you start, I say for me, the older I get, the more you actually lean on God and pay attention to what He said, not what you're saying. It open up doors.
Exactly.
It open up doors you never could imagine. To young people, they don't think, to us, we get kind of older, so shoot. We need money too. At the same time, we in love with peace. We in love with we in love with vacations. We in love with stuff like that. But
I take sitting outside on the porch.
Man, boy, what you say?
Or something any day.
Man, I wish I would step off in the park. I sit on the porch with my iPad and a Sprite.
Ain't nothing like a peaceful setting, boy.
Man. But yeah, to the young people, you might not be interested in this, in the peace, but sooner or later, when you get older, you'll be more interested into it. But I know one thing y'all interested in. Y'all interested in that money. He gotta give you that money too, As long as you don't put it before him, he'll give you. That is that's a material thing, but God ain't crazy. We need money in this world too.
Exactly.
So, you see God first, there's been plenty of times where I was bottomed out. But I ended up, talking to God, telling him what I need, but you gotta make sure you taking care of him before that hard time comes. You can't just start calling on him when the hard time get there. You gotta been calling on him. Talk to him, so when that time do come, he'll make a way. There's been plenty of time, like, be at work, and just for him to talk about the money, be at work, I'm trying to figure out the money stuff, with the business, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And my boss come and talk to me and tell me, hey, did they give you that $100 gift card? I'm like, huh? It was like, yeah, you supposed to you had a good year, you were safe. Didn't have no accidents on the job. Uh-huh. So I go to the office and they give me a $100 gift card. I said, boy, the Lord, hey, that couldn't be nobody but God. Because I was just thinking about it, but, that's the biggest thing about it. We got to be role models. Got to be people that, people can look up to. But that don't mean, I say this too, that don't mean we ain't going to mess up.
Oh, no.
Nah, that's to the folk that watching.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, don't think that, just because it's somebody that has a bigger, I won't say a bigger role, because everybody got a big role in life, but they're seen more. I would say, I ain't gonna say we celebrities or nothing at all. I know I ain't. But say just like I use Steve Harvey or something like that. Everybody is human. People go through stuff. People make bad decisions.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, all this stuff is possible. Anything. So how I feel to be in a shop. Finally, after all that training, how I feel to be in a shop and you getting actually. Well, you've been touching real heads, real people.
But just being in the shop though, it's a whole different feel, man. Like I know my instructor when I went back to school after I had graduated, I went back to visit. He was like, man, how does it feel to be working next to the guy that cut your hair? And I said, man, it's a surreal feeling, honestly, man, because I never thought that I would be in this predicament, in this situation, of this place of life. Like God will put you in places that you never thought you could be.
It take you down.
Yeah, sometimes we'll underestimate ourselves, for real. Sometimes we'll take ourselves out of the equation. God be like, nope. This ain't where I want you.
Yeah,
I see what's in you. So I'm finna pull it out of you. And then he put you where you least expect it. Sometimes, I ain't gonna say sometimes, most of the time it be for your benefit, man. So like I'm grateful for where I'm at, man. It's a blessing. And like it's only up for him, for me. Not just for me, for you, for anybody else that got something they want to do in their life, man. It's up, man. All you gotta do is stay with it.
And keep him first.
Keep him first, man.
He gonna get here. I don't know if folks understand that or not. It took me a while to understand that.
Yeah.
You know, people say, you know, that's a old saying, you know, I'm gonna get mine. God gonna get his.
Yeah.
You know, you spending more time and other stuff. You gotta that too. You know, well, speaking on with your career path in mind and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you gotta. It's crazy as it sounds. You spend more time with God. You spend more time with God, He'll make your business flourish.
Yep, He will.
Because, you know, He said He a jealous God. Yeah, He said He a jealous God. So if you spend more time with Him, He gonna bless you with everything else your heart could desire. But, you know, it's not easy. It's a definite fight. It's a definite fight. So how many hairs you think you done cut so far?
Honestly, just starting out. I've been cutting at the shop for about 2-3 months. So I could probably say I probably done cut about 40 to 50 heads.
Oh, that's alright.
40 to 50 heads.
That's alright. So before this, what did you envision before being going to be a barber? What did you envision yourself trying to do?
Honestly, before I even considered going to barber school, I had got admitted to Trenholm State in Montgomery for culinary. So like cooking is like one of the things I just love to do. That's my thing. I had got admitted there and everything, but I honestly, to this day, I can't remember how, like, I just changed. I don't know if the opportunity just came easier or what, but it led me to the barber school.
I appreciate y'all listening to the podcast, you know, watching the video and just tuning in to the conversation that me and my cousin had, one of the best barbers around. But y'all just support him.
Yeah, man, ambitious phase, man. If y'all want to cut, man, I'm in Auburn, Alabama, next level cuts, man. I'm over here from 4 to 7, Tuesday through Friday, and on Saturdays, I'm here from 10 to 7 o'clock, man. Come see me, man. Ambitious phase, next level. Yeah. And if you would like to book an appointment, just go to the Booksy app and go to ambitious_phase with a Z. And again, that's ambitious_phase with a Z. Get at me.